So let's talk a little bit about this idea of having an abundant mindset and what we mean by this. We live in a world based on scarcity. This is part of the challenge of our times today at all levels of society, and it's part of the big challenge with hierarchy is based on a model of scarcity. What do we mean by that? Limited supply, limited resources, limited slots to move up, right? You want to move up in an organization steeped in hierarchy, what do we have to do? I have to compete. Right? It's a zero-sum game. In order for me to win, someone else has to lose. That's a flawed mindset. If we can shift people into a state, a grace of abundance, what does that look like? Well, simply put, it means I have a belief and a mindset that there is more than enough to go around. And I want you to sink into that. When you hear that phrase, if I move through life with a belief that there is more than enough to go around, that I'm always going to be taken care of, how do I show up and treat other people? I pour into people, and it's not just with financial resources. Think how that plays out inside an organization or an institution. I know that I'm always going to be taken care of. There's going to be a place for me, and if I believe there's more than enough to go around, I pour into other people. I offer guidance and support and mentorship and all of the things, resources, all of the things that you find people will often hoard. Look at nature, right? That whole idea of when people believe that their livelihood, their existence is put into question, what do? They hoard out of survival. And human beings do the exact same thing when they're living in a mindset of scarcity. We want to shift them into abundance. And the fastest way to shift people into a state of abundance is to put them in an attitude of gratitude. What does that mean? When we sink ourselves into a mindset of what are you grateful for? Focus on 3 things that you're grateful for right now in this moment. And the more you do that, the miraculous thing about an attitude of gratitude is that it's impossible to feel lack, fear, or scarcity when you're thinking about all of the things that you have to be grateful for. So by putting yourself into a state of gratitude, you shift yourself and your environments into a state of abundance, and that allows you to compete in a world that's over here fighting in a world built on scarcity.